set the wrong one up. Okay. Thanks, Molly. Dang it. Every time this program crashes, it resets that. And I forget to add it back because it's got the green line, but that green line is actually because there's a video that I want attached to this at some point. It's like, this is the volume for that video. So it looks like I'm at 100% in the green, but it's actually not that at all. Okay, anyway, welcome back, guys. We had a little crash earlier. I was saying I guess I can't use Just Broadcaster for any lengthy things, but for Molly and for everyone who's just joining me and watching this in an archive, this just in, my YouTube channel is going to be live for the next 30 days, 24/7, if possible. I may not be awake for all of those hours, but we'll be doing things like featuring the kitten cam with the foster kittens, replaying some of my old Stickam archives. I will be on screen for a lot of stuff, so I'll be doing chats like this. I'll be doing Coffee Morning over here instead of Facebook, if I can wake up in time. And we'll be doing some interactive games and things like that, because... thank you, Molly. It is ambitious at best. Yeah. So earlier today, yesterday, YouTube posted a blog that said they were going to implement some changes to what it took to be a part of the YouTube Partner Program. You now need 1,000 subscribers, which I have over that, and you also now need to bank 4,000 hours of watch time. That's 4,000 hours of people watching your videos in 12 months. However, the following day, thank you, Shane. It's like old school time here. Sam looks the same age. I bet the secret is the beard. The beard keeps you young, it does. That's where I store my youth drugs. So yeah, the next day, today, this morning, they sent everybody, Shane, I bet you got this email if you were checking, that says you no longer are eligible for the partner program. You have 30 days to get the 4,000 hours of watch time. That is 240,000 minutes of watch time. So to put this into perspective, I have, from the past year, 52,000, which means I need about 188,000 minutes of watch time. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Shane says, October Road has over 1,000 subscribers, but nowhere near the views in the past few months, though we have over 3 million combined views on our on our videos. Yeah, I'm closing in on 10 million views. Yeah, there's no love, no grandfathering in, no exceptions for us old school old fogies. So 188,000 minutes for my channel, and I said, all right. A couple days ago, you only get live streaming statistics 2 or 3 days after the fact. A couple days ago, I was able to get 1,000 minutes in a day. And I said, well, maybe. It might be a long shot, but just maybe, if I run my channel live streaming 24/7, 30 days straight, just maybe I can actually hit this insane goal, which is in a year, 4,000 hours doing something similar to what I'm proposing right now seems completely feasible. I think I could leave my channel running on autopilot, replaying, like doing the kitten cam and replaying old Stickam videos, and I think I could actually pull 4,000 hours pretty easily. In 30 days, it is insane. But thank you guys for coming in. The more you hang around, the better. And if you want to just leave your browser tabs open, this thing's going to be going. This ship is sailing for the next 30 days. Otherwise, this ship is sailing, because I don't think I'll be doing YouTube again, because I'll be pissed. I'll be like, you know what? Thank you, YouTube, for all I've accomplished, and I will be moving on to clearer waters, because you've clearly made it seem like it's time to move on. Shane says, we're not doing anything with our channel anyway, so we don't mind losing the partnership, but it sucks. Yeah. I mean, when it all comes down to it, it's not like this was a cash cow for me. This past couple of years have not, as far as AdSense went, it has not been lucrative. I make more money on the occasional brand deal that, when I hustle to get, I get. I honestly probably have made more money on a single brand deal than I have for one straight year of YouTube AdSense. I'm pretty sure. Molly says, don't give up so easily. I have only 302 and that's it, nothing more. Sure. I mean, I'm going strong for 30 days. We'll see. These first 3 days are going to be probably a real telling experiment to whether or not this is true or not, and it's going to take those 3 days to see if anything happens, because I don't get the live streaming watch time statistic until way after the fact. So it's not like I can log in tomorrow, not that I've even been live 24 hours at this point, but log in and see what I had. So I won't know for a couple days whether or not this experiment is even on course. I can't even do the math right now on how many people need to be watching me at a pretty consistent rate to make this happen. So let's take a look. 188 and then divided by 30. Michelle Little Panda or Crazy Michaela? So 30 days is holy crap. Just over 6,000 minutes a day. Oof. Man, that is okay. Yeah, I bet. She's been, like me, she's been struggling to keep active at it and do stuff. And I think she even launched a new channel or something. Yeah, at this point it's like I have all those other side channels. Clearly those are gonna twist in the wind. Pizza Games and Zombies, Podpocalypse, those are channels I really haven't touched in forever, and any concepts on there I'll just do on my own. The only one that is going to continue is the Cute Avalanche channel. Will independently run the Kitten Cam, but I'm probably going to run it on my channel quite a bit for the next 30 days as well, so I'll be sort of double streaming. And then I have an old computer that I just ordered an adapter for, because the old one, it's a Mac one, so it broke and stopped working. So I only have one. So I ordered a new one, and Friday that should be here, and that will actually help me out in keeping things consistent, because I will actually need to be using this computer to some extent. I can't just not use this computer. Thanks, Molly. And Shane says, you've been such a loyal YouTube user since the beginning. It's insane that they won't do something special to help you out. Yeah, I wouldn't even know who to reach out to, because they're all gone. I remember your old black Mac top. Yeah, technically it's going to be Amanda's old white laptop, because my black one is the Kitten Avalanche Kitten Cam, or the Cute Avalanche Kitten Cam right now. But I might swap. No, I think I'm going to use Amanda's, because it's like 6 months newer and runs a different version of Wirecast, which I'm going to use to play Stickam, the old Stickam archives on. So at least I'll have that. Yeah, because I basically told Amanda, I was like, listen, we might not be watching TV again at night. And I was like, you know what? I think I can justify the $20 to buy that plug so that I can friggin' try and save this. And it's not so much that I care about the AdSense, because like I said, it's really been like maybe I made $30 on AdSense this year total. But I will lose access, I'm pretty sure, to the YouTube space, which is something that I like to use. Even though I'm not there every month, I do like to have the ability to occasionally go down there and like book an edit suite, or like if I can ever find the time, get a studio. But it's not the end of times if my partner status gets taken away from me. I will just be sad that this chapter in my life has been completely shut. So, yeah, exactly. Yeah, if I, as far as I understand the way it's worded, because they don't straight out say, if this happens, you're not going to have access to the space. But I'm pretty sure part of having access to the space is having the partner program and not just the sub count of 10,000 or more subs. I think you have to be partnered. I'm not positive. I will have to check in on that. Oh, you know what I want to do? This is probably going to freeze my computer up for a second. I'm going to launch the Discord, and I just want to pimp this out on there a little bit. Yeah, now more than ever, I really want a dedicated streaming desktop, so I could just have it doing stuff. So if anybody wants to mail me an old desktop computer, please. I'll send you my address. Yeah, I'm actually tempted to like triple up on live streaming. Like I was thinking about it and I was like, honestly, I could do different things. Like I could independently run the kitten cam from my phone, and then like have this laptop doing something like this show, and then the old laptop doing a completely different thing like the Stickam archive. I was like, I could technically be running 3 live streams. It depends on what my bandwidth can handle. So, Molly says Boogie is going to be affected by this too, and he's got over 4 million subs. Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious about how many much bigger YouTubers are going to get slapped by this. It is just an insane move right now. Especially when there are so many other platforms that are now competing in this space with them. Like, it feels like YouTube is very much nailing the last few nails in their own coffin by doing this, by killing small creators. Amazon is getting ready to launch their own video, and I'm not sure if it's video and live platform, but they're gonna make their own tube site soon, and it's like, yeah, Amazon's already got their own influencer program, and they've got the affiliate program. So if they could do this so slick. If they make their own sort of what's it called when you make your own OBS? If they take open broadcast software, which is already open source, and just do a few tweaks to it to make it sync up to their API, they could easily create just a monster for like sort of home sales infomercial type streams, because all they have to do is create their own external encoder that when you're logs in through your Amazon page and gives you like that affiliate toolbar on the side, so that as I'm talking here, people are being like, oh, what's that thing on this thing over here on the shelf? Here, let me look that up. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Now it's on your screen, and it's a clickable link. Like, Amazon could totally, like, revolutionize the way live streaming goes. Or just video content at all by adding that simple little AR kind of sales idea, and I'm sure they will. Looks like, has my comment chat thing died? All right, hang on. Sometimes with this software, the comment window just fails. And let me see. No, it hasn't. Okay, good. It's just you guys were quiet, I guess. Kid behind cameras pissed too. He just reached 2 million subs a couple days ago. But how much? He's got to have. Those guys have to have something in the range of that watch time. Like, if their sub count's growing, how far back are they on watch time? Because, like, my sub count's dropping, but I have, I have some decent watch time. Not decent enough, clearly, but it's something. Ain't nothing. I need to find... Yeah, I'd be curious. They need to come on by and tell me what they got. Alright. Alright, let's drop this guy in a bunch of discords and see what we can see. So give me a couple seconds while I do a little shameless promotion. Alright. Need to change the thumbnail on this, but whatever. I tried to change this earlier. For some reason it did not take. Can I... Is it just not going to let me change it while it's live? Is that the problem? Quick shout out to John, aka Tom Green 99, who super chatted me $12 earlier. That was totally unexpected and unnecessary, but thank you so much for that, even though he's gone right now, but I figure he should get some shouts. Alright. Want to see if I can quickly... Oh, I don't know. Whatever. I'm just going to post this in a couple things. Shane, you still with me? Yeah, he's been really good about that. Like, he's been... It's funny, because John's one of those guys that when I first met, I was pretty sure was just trolling me horribly. And now, he's just... Anytime I'm live on YouTube, he's like, here, super chat, little money. I'm like, okay. Great. And you as well, Molly. Thank you for all of your support. That's been super awesome. Okay. Going to post this. I'm posting this on a bunch of different Discord channels. Have you explored other channels on Discord, Molly? Big Mac, what's your thought on these new YouTubers like Logan Paul? I don't know. I assume Jack is the brother. I don't actually know him. I don't follow those guys. I've heard all of the BS about what they did, and it's, lame and super horrible, and it seems to be affecting everyone else. But yeah, I've definitely talked about this before. Like, it was a tasteless act, and I'm unfamiliar with what he does on a normal basis, but I've obviously never cared to watch his channel. Alright. What do you think? I really gotta change this thumbnail before I post this into somewhere where I'm gonna be like, oh, lame. Alright. aside from yours, I got right on. Okay, because there are thousands and thousands of other Discord channels. FYI, you could probably find one that's music related if you wanted to chat with other musicians, or you can just get them all to my channel, and then they can create their own sub channel and talk there. That works too. I support that. Okay. Let's see if I can make this thumbnail change. I did this earlier, and I don't know why it didn't take. I did it twice. I think it's because I was actually live at the time, and apparently that's not a thing you should be able to do. I don't know. But I feel like it's going to have to let me change this thing. What if I do... Keep it simple for now. Right on. Can you... Okay. Big Mac, what is the best movie you have ever seen? Can you get genre specific for me? Because that is way too wide open a question. And I cannot narrow it down to one movie at that pace, at that scale. So I need to, compartmentalize it to genre. Crime mobster. If hey, Abby's back. Crime and mobster movies. I would say Miller's Crossing is my favorite crime movie. It is it's Coen Brothers, and it's John Turturro and a bunch of other really good actors. But his performance in that is like one of my favorite things in the world. And it's one of those movies that I will watch pretty much once a year. I haven't watched it quite so much. I apologize about the potato that I'm shooting through today. My computer's overworked. And welcome back, Abby. How are you feeling? You feeling a little better right now? I saw The Godfather today for the first time. The Godfather is a very good film. It is fantastic, as is Goodfellas, Godfather 2, and oh, there was another one. It's escaping me because I'm getting it confused with Goodfellas. So I'm going to pretend that that is all the movies I meant to say, but I don't know. Miller's Crossing has a special place in my heart. Yeah, I just like it. That is what people say. Most people say Godfather 2 is the better movie. And I honestly need to rewatch it because I haven't seen it since I was like real young. So I don't know that I can make that that judgment right now. Yeah, I should watch that again. I wish I could say I was better, but I don't know what's wrong. Is it like a stomach thing? Is it an overall body thing? Is your skin trying to like recede into your colon? What's happening? I'll solve it. Dr. Sam can. I am not a doctor. Do not take my advice. I have my side effects include listening to Sam. Oh, that's also slowing me down as I can see my own feed. That's unnecessary. No way, Sam. At the store I am at, since the snow fell yesterday morning, our registers are running so slow. Right on. Yeah, this is why I need a desktop, because this computer is so old. I don't know. The doctors are still running tests to figure it out. Do you have any blood left in your body? Because you're going to need that. That's important stuff. Okay. Let's carrying on. Al Pacino kills it. Yeah, Al Pacino always is, especially in that genre, is a great actor, always. He does just fantastic. The only thing I ever he just some of those comedies he does. He's still good, but it's like, what am I really watching here? Uh, but yeah, all that other stuff's fantastic. I'm sure I have a little left, but not much. Oh, Abby, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. All pray for the Abbey. All right. Going to jump over to a couple of these things and see if we can't get a few more people in here. Actually, is there a dedicated? I don't want to just spam people. So let's see if they have dedicated areas for this YouTube stream. And that. YouTube talk. No. Promotion. Promotion. Okay. It's not just the flu, because that's going around here. I know you're very far away, so that wouldn't make a whole lot of sense, but it's that time of year up here. Okay. Alright, I'm almost done promoting on the 12 Discords. Well, I don't know. Maybe in Australia you guys were like, oh, I've got a cough. I better go to the hospital. I don't know. So it could be a cultural difference of like, I got a little tickle. Run an IV. Alright, anyway. Yeah, I would hope the flu wouldn't put you in the hospital, but it's not completely beyond reason or whatnot. Let's see if I can do this. We don't go to hospitals unless it's really bad, like a gator got my leg. I'm in Los Angeles, specifically the Van Nuys, Lake Balboa. Hey. Okay, I'm back again. Good Lord. Oh, that was weird. I got an error that said I got kicked from the server, so I think maybe I was just hitting too many issues on like bandwidth. Okay. Alright, let's see if this works. I think because I had Discord open, it was messing some stuff up. Let's see if it kicks me again or not. Thanks, Molly. Everybody else still here? Big Mac, you still with me, brother? Abby? It looks like Shane took off a while ago, but whatevs. Okay. I haven't been kicked yet, so I'm gonna guess I'm still good. That's nice. Yeah. Alright. Cool. Cool. Everything seems okay. Nobody panic. Alright, cool. I don't know what I was talking about before I crashed 3 times, but I'm here barely, but I'm here. That's all I asked for, Abby. That's okay. It's all right. I know you're struggling to get by. Are you on your phone or do you have a laptop with you at the hospital? Okay. What is there other stuff I can close to alleviate some CPU for this computer? Sure, let's close Gmail. I don't need any of that junk. We were talking about the fluish stuff going around the U.S. Yeah, I had a couple days where I thought it was going to happen, and then it didn't, thankfully. But yeah, like I took Iris to a birthday party, and when I got there, I was just like, whoa, I feel real wonky. I've been going, so good. Phone and laptop, good. Both sources, fantastic. Alright, cool. Kind of expected Amanda to pop out here by now. I know she was laying down with Iris, because Iris will not go to sleep on her own anymore. You have to, like, lay with her. Our bedtime routine is so drawn out and crappy. I just can't wait till the kids get to whatever the phases where they just go to bed on their own, like where they just are like, we don't want you to come in and read books and sing songs, just leave us alone and we'll just hide under our beds and hang out and stay awake. That's fine, I don't care if they stay awake as long as they just don't come out of the room. Because then, like, we get tired and can't do anything. Like, I'm fine, energy-wise, most of the day until, like, that whole thing happens. And it's just, like, just draws away every iota of energy you could possibly imagine. Yeah, it does. It completely sucks. But, yeah, it's what it is. I mean, I don't fault them. I never want to go to sleep myself, and as a kid, I never wanted to go to sleep. Even more so, wasn't until I was like a teenager where I was like, "Yeah, I want to sleep all the time." Ugh. All right. Oh. What is sleep? Exactly. It is a trick that the government tells you have to do so that they can get the thoughts from your brains. Probably. Is that how that works? Is that how that conspiracy is? Just name that conspiracy. Anyway, so back on the topic of the 4,000 hours, I wanted to do like challenges and like set up milestones for those challenges. So like I need suggestions for different challenges, like the cinnamon challenge where you take like a tablespoon of cinnamon and you try and eat it and it's impossible and everyone laughs and it's funny. Or the 6 saltines in an hour or 6 saltines in a minute, or like the ice bucket challenge, any of those things. So I'm looking for suggestions for those, and then depending on how many I get, I will put them at different milestones, like every 1,000 hours, or 1,000. Yeah, every 1,000 hours. God, that sounds so hard, so impossible. So wait, I'm currently at 52,000. So what does that actually equate to? I haven't even logged 1,000 hours yet. I'm 866. So that first challenge could happen really soon if I just do them at every 1,000. Although based on me being that close, I might push that first one to something else. But I can easily think of 3, the 3 I named. If you guys find any others, let me know, and I will put those in. We're going to make a big board. Eat 5 grams of shark. That's not a for real challenge. That also sounds a little bit too I don't know how easy that is to come by out here, actually. That's not a terrible one. how many t-shirt sweaters can you layer up at once kind of thing, like Ryan did that one video and in the Weezer thing. Yeah, that's not terrible. I get concerned about stretching out my shirts though, but I could try that. It's a good time for it because it's pretty cold these days. I'm trying to erase this board, but I can't. It's really, really old, like, whiteboard stuff on here. Alright. Write this down on a piece of paper for the time being, and then we'll get back to it. It is for us because alright, I should be back. I'll just do a quick... You know what? I had my Wi-Fi on, and I'm not positive. I'm plugged in, but I'm not positive that my computer was getting the right thing. So we're going to do a quick speed test. I turned the Wi-Fi off. That means it's time to switch back to my laptop. Something like that, blah, 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 blah. I can't read words anymore. That thing that she said is what it means. Alright, let's take a look and see what my speed test is here. If it doesn't kick me before this. Yeah, this is probably a prime internet time, right? Not that I don't pay an exceeding amount of money to have a really good connection. Alright, my download speed's barely hitting 10, so my upload is probably hitting 1. If this kicks again, I'm just going to drop the resolution a little bit. That's what's going to happen. Because that'll probably be okay. It might not be the best stream. 4 up for what I'm doing. That should be plenty. I think it must have been the Wi-Fi thing. It must have been defaulting to the Wi-Fi or something. Because, yeah, that actually ended up averaging at 5.4, which is plenty good. You could even run a 720, but I'm not even doing that. Alright, so I don't know what the deal with that is, but I don't know. Hopefully I'm not getting kicked again. I wonder if the kitten cam is still up. There is also the fact that I am running potentially 2 streams right now. So that could also have something to do with it. Let me make a challenge list. Challenges. Alright. So, t-shirts. Saltines. What was cinnamon ice bucket. Alright, that's not bad. Hang on. A weird sound, which might be my cat outside the door. Or monsters. Oh, you know what I can do? You only have to half hang on, because I can do... Oh man, it reset all these things. I'm going to go off screen for a second, and it's just going to be bars. And then... Hopefully this is still working. Yeah! Oh, that's looking right at a light. I'm back. Back over here. Chubby Bunny, right. Chubby Bunny, that's a good one. Good suggestion. Legit not shark-related suggestion from Abby. Maybe I should write who suggested things. Chubby Bunny. That's a good one for 1,000, because that's not very, like, what do you call it? Like, difficult or humiliating. That's a good, easy first one. So we'll do that at 1,000 minutes. We'll chubby some bunnies from Abby. And then t-shirts was Molly. Alright, good, good. I like it. Man. Alright. It's good. Yeah, I want to see if I can do a few other things this week as far as types of streams. I want to... It's not going to work well, I'm sure, but I want to try and do, like, some live trailer reaction stuff. And, I'm going to try and get the Discord voice channels. I don't think I can do it through... I can do it through Just Broadcaster, but it would probably be better in one of the other things. This is the only place that thumbs up works? Really? Abby, I'm gonna curl up in a ball. We get some sleep again because I have a migraine. Oh, all right. Get some sleep. Sleep it off. And again, feel better. I know I've said it like 30 million times, but stay strong. Sleep it off. Be good to your body. This bothers me that it's at a weird angle. I hope this doesn't make a horrible noise in your ears. Yeah, probably will. I'm going to mute for 1 second to fix this. I don't know. I just couldn't have that. It was bugging me. Is the rip side on the other side? Good. You guys can't see the rip side. That's all that matters. It doesn't work anywhere else. The thumbs up. You can do it in Discord. And I mean, Facebook has its own, right? I'm trying. It's not working. All right. I know. Just be good to yourself. Get some sleep. If you can. Hopefully, you can. So, the thing I want to try doing, first I need to figure out what hard drive has all those Stickam archives on it. I had a thought, and I think Just Broadcaster actually might be a good solution to this, except for the fact that it seems to crash pretty consistently. This is not the one, because the one I want has things on it that say things. All right. Humph. Dang. It's probably inside somewhere. So I will try that later. But my theory is that where I had problems earlier with doing the Stickam archive was that the videos were different resolutions and sizes and stuff. Just Broadcaster has built-in screen share, and I think it'll auto adjust for the different sizes and resolutions. So, barring the fact that Just Broadcaster tends to like to crash, I think that'll actually be a decent solution for playing the Stickam archive. But I would just have to be running it through... so my plan is to run it through VLC and have VLC run the playlist, because Just Broadcaster itself will not do a playlist. The only sticking point on that is getting the sound, which I should be able to do with Soundflower, but I'm not positive how to do it anymore. So I might not set that up today. I might just do the kitten cam. Got a little work that I need to try and do while I'm here, or I'll just hang out if my computer wants to do that. Well, actually, it's not even my computer. I don't think my computer is the one kicking me off at this point. It's YouTube being like, your stream strength is not good enough, so we're just gonna kick you off. But we're back, and it looks like I'm in the green. So let's take a look here at the stream health thing. I'm gonna see if that's... Yeah, see, there was some points of no data, no activity. Yeah, there's 3 of those. Bad video output. Yeah, we got some of that. And now we're in the green. So I think whatever I did, switching from the Wi-Fi to the Ethernet was the answer. Also, this can be... Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Seems like Soundflower is not as great as it used to be. It's different, and I just don't really know how to use it anymore because they integrated it like more thoroughly into the Mac system. So it's no longer sort of a pull-down window that it used to be, just like a drop-down menu from the menu bar. Now it's actually part of like the system prefs, and I just haven't really sort of studied up on how it works now. So I don't know. I have no idea. You know, it might be plenty good, and I just am dumb to it. I'm gonna run over to my take a quick look at my analytics right now. I just want to see if I can get any scope of how today's long-term stream has affected things. What'll really be telling is to see like the cute avalanche stream, because that'll have like 3 days worth of pretty much constant stream going at this point. Not that I'm, you know, we should be getting different numbers because I do have more subscribers and actual people that pay attention to me, but I don't know. How did you get hair like that? Asked Big Mac. Am I saying it right? Is it Meek or is it Mech, like the robot thing? Anyway, I don't think it matters, does it? Basically, I have here. This is what my hair is kind of like. It's this frizzy, froey crap. So I had that, and I had it, you know, a good 2 inches, and so I braided it into really skinny, tight braids, which is really a good look to rock. And thank you, Leonor's Mine. Thank you for jumping over here. Yeah, I'm going to be streaming 30 days straight. I won't be alive for those 30 days. I might die somewhere in the middle, but I won't. But I will have my channel up for 30 days straight in order to try and get my 4,000 hours. But yeah, to answer Big Mac's question, once again, this is it. So I had it in braids, and then like I never unbraided it, and like 2 months later, I was like, maybe I should redo these. And I went to take one out, and I was like, no, there was like a good half-inch of dread in there already. I was like, I don't think I can. I think this might be it. This is all right, and that was it. So mostly by accident, but I was like, you know what? I'm cool with that. Let's stick it out. So that's Meech like beach. Gotcha. Yeah, I realized after I said it a couple times that I was probably saying it wrong because of the double E. Very good. All right. All right. Well, cool. Please feel free to ask any and all questions. This can totally be an AMA. I'm fine with that. Can you read us a book? You know what? I wrote a novel. I could read the entire novel at some point. That's not a terrible idea. My voice doesn't feel like I could actually do more than a kid's book at this point. But if you're serious, because I need to fill some time, I could totally do something like that. FYI, for anyone who wasn't here earlier, I will be live streaming 30 days until basically February 20th, where I'll either have succeeded or failed, and YouTube says you're no longer in the partner program. 24/7, I'll be live streaming for 30 days. And some of the things I'll be doing on my stream will be at every 1,000 hours, I'll do a challenge. We got like the Chubby Bunny one at 1,000 hours, which is coming up. I'll do the 6 saltines in a minute at 2,000. I don't know. I'm still working on what I'm going to do. Maybe the cinnamon challenge, the ice bucket challenge. Molly suggested the t-shirt one. I don't know that I have enough t-shirts for that one. And they're all medium, so I think that would be short-lived and less comical. But maybe we'll do it as an ancillary one. So any suggestions on challenges, go for it. So those are the milestones. I'll be doing at least 4 challenges. If I get more challenges on the list, I'll break them up so they happen more frequently. So I'll be doing challenges. When I can't be streaming live with myself, I'll either be doing the kitten cam. We have foster kittens in our house right now, so they're adorable, and I'll throw those up. And there's night vision cameras on those, so that will most likely be the nights. I also have like thousands of hours of my old Stickam live streams, so I'll be rebroadcasting. It's been 10 years, so it's like the 10-year anniversary of my Stickam channel anyway. So I'll be rebroadcasting many of those, provided I can get this to work. I need to tool around with Soundflower, which I haven't done in a long time. So that's coming up. We'll be doing some interactive games, some like a board game or two, maybe, and am I back? All right, I've dropped the resolution and some other things. So if this is even more pixelated than before, I apologize. But apparently, this is like prime time for internet speed eating up stuff at my suburb. Let's go back. Big Meech says, "What is your most viewed video to date?" It is also a 10-year-old video. It is the DIY how to make a zine out of one sheet of paper video that put me on the map in the first place. Somebody earlier suggested that I do a new version of that video, which I just might, because the old one is less resolution than what you're seeing right now, basically. It is pretty crêpe, which is French for paper. What? That could be accurate. I really don't know. But yeah, that video itself has over 1 million views. Let that sink in. And the beauty of it is that video that has all of my views, well, you know, a lot of my views, which put me on the map, happened before I was partnered in the first place. So I never made revenue on that video. And a lot of so anyway, there's that. It's a nice little dig. I am back. I am back. Is everyone else still with me? Are you still here? So please, if you can spare it, leave a browser tab open with my live stream going, because this sucker's only going off when apparently YouTube pulls the server plug and or my software crashes. So apparently quite a bit. I don't understand. I did like 5 hours earlier with no problems, but everyone in the neighborhood starts using the internet and down with my stream. Well, that's not gonna be helpful when I'm trying to do it 24/7. Let's I'm going to close up Facebook over here. Can't imagine Facebook's taking away all my CPU, but whatever. We'll see if that helps at all. I'm going to do another quick speed test while we're connected. See what we're getting. Maybe it's just dropping on the Spectrum side. Time Warner, you are just the absolute worst. This could be the throttling. Are they throttling us right now? Is that what's happening? This is net neutrality and YouTube working against me at maintaining any sort of sibilance online. Did I use any of those words accurately? Probably not. All right. Somebody type something in the chat so I know that the widget is still working. Otherwise, I'm going to have to bring the window up, which I don't really want to do. Maybe I need to do that. Oh man, my download speeds are real low now, which makes me think my upload speeds are going to be real bad. This is a sort of... Yeah, I think this is a peak hour issue. So, fudge. It's possible that I may need to take a break for an hour and then come back and set this up when everyone else is like pretty much gone to bed. See, I'm still hitting 4.5 up. We should be fine. Should be. Although technically I'm running 2 streams. So given that I am running this stream and the kitten cam, maybe we shouldn't be fine. But everyone seems really quiet right now, so I'm a little afraid that the chat widget is broken, but I'm going to jump over there really quick. Got to pause it for... Molly, you had a good idea with the guitar thing earlier. I should do more guitar. I got to make a list of stuff to do, and then I'm going to try and schedule it. So in the next 24 hours, I should at least have a few days of things planned out. And I might even schedule the blocks independently as streams on YouTube using like the phone or whatnot. We'll see. I know tomorrow and Friday I'm going to be taking Iris to school, so the mornings are going to be a little... it's just going to be cat cam kind of stuff, or the stick am thing if I can get that set up in time. But then after that, I'll be live as usual. I will have to do some work at some point. Over the weekend, at some point, I have to shoot a video. My sponsor sent me some stuff in here. These are cable solutions. I'm going to clean up the cable mess that is my studio. And so that should get shot this weekend. Hopefully, I'll figure out when the heck I can edit that. Oh yeah, see, the widget did die. You guys are talking. So I can't put things on the screen anymore. That whole element seems to have died. Alright, let's try and catch up to what you guys have said in here. Going a little bit backwards. Big Meech, do you ever stream games, like video games specifically, or games at all? Because I'll do board games. I occasionally stream mobile apps or browser apps, but I don't have a console. And really, browser apps kind of suck. And like, my computer is so old. This computer is 10 years old. It really just can't handle that kind of stuff. I would totally do more of it if, I ever got to the point where I could afford even a 5-year-old desktop. Or if anybody wants to send me an old desktop, I will totally do more like that stuff. Molly says, here's a challenge, Molly says. How many zines can you make in an hour? That's not bad at all. My question to you is, am I handwriting them or just folding them? Like I have a whole bunch printed and then I'm just folding them? It probably doesn't matter. I like that. That's a good one because it's topical to my channel. Zine folding in an hour. I like that. That is actually really good. That might be the 4,000. We might do that one. Molly. And then if I do get that, achieve that, maybe I should make that like an extra. Like that's the 5,000 mark. Like I've already hit the thing. Boom, 5,000. Then I do. I don't know. We'll see. I'll figure out where that milestone where that stretch goal will activate. But I'm totally gonna do that. I like that one, Molly. The zine folding in an hour. I think I still have enough printed out that I can pull it off. That I have enough to do it. I don't know. We'll see. And then maybe I'll just give those away to everyone who's watching. We'll see. We'll have to see how that pans out. I don't know how many I'm gonna have. Could end up being like, and that's 10. So 10 zines in an hour. Yeah, 10. I do want to see if I can't get some other people to join me on some of these challenges and stuff like that. I might try and do some sort of like guest podcasting scenarios with some people like Jason Horton and maybe Clintus. I wonder how this is affecting Clintus if he's still going to be partnered at the end of 30 days. That'll be interesting because Clintus is one of those people that, like quit a job and like bought a house and all that kind of stuff. And it's like he did that all in like the last couple of years. Is it gonna work for him? I don't know. And he's trying to maintain like a vlog channel and a gaming channel, so it'd be interesting to see. You can always make copies. Yeah, I figure the copies is the way to go with that. I think it would be boring to just see me draw. If I had to like hand draw and then fold all the zines, it would literally be like 5. Be like, all right, that's the next panel. Yeah, great. And we got about 10 minutes left. I almost got this first one done, so I'll one zine in an hour. That's probably accurate. Yeah, I'll look around and see if I can't find that. Otherwise, I'm going to have to, I guess, make a modern new one and do that. But I bet I have a bunch of the old ones printed out somewhere. My guess is that I can do like 40 zines. But maybe not. I don't know. I think it actually probably takes more than I think it does. That's something I hadn't seen you do yet. Draw something small. I haven't really drawn in a long time. I have, I don't know how well it's going to show up because I feel like the resolution that I've dropped you guys down to is just complete crap at this point. But thank you for bearing with it. Yeah, no. Oh my god, it's so pixelated. I can't believe that you guys are sticking through this. Meech, you still with me? Molly, I know you are. There's like 4 or 5, 3 or 4. It's clear on your side? That can't be right. What? It's only... Oh, well, technically on my side it's dropped all the way down to the lowest, but... Am I on a phone for you or on a computer? Am I really small or am I big? Anyone watching this on a computer is probably being like, what is this guy doing live? Like, why are you live when it's like that? I do have a portfolio over there. But again, I doubt it's going to show up very well. But let's take a look. Your Mac laptop and it's clear enough for you? You're a liar, but thank you. Alright, let's see. This is some real old stuff. This is a comic book I started to draw. I taped it closed when I moved to LA, and it has remained taped closed for 17 years, I think. I'm going to put this off to the side. We're not going to look at that right now. Alright. This is my, hang on, any personal information on the front of this I need to know about? This is my portfolio. These are all the stickers. It's important to note this little. This is a classified series of classified ads. It's 135. It's the Lost and Found. The first ad says found white male cat, blue eye, one yellow eye, found Easter in Havertown. Second one, lost male cat, white body, declawed, missing since July, Havertown. Anyway, hopefully those people have found each other by now. It's probably been 30 years. That cat is dead. Oh, this is cool. Forgot I had this. Check that out. Molly, you may even recognize this. That is this is a wall mural that I designed when I did the Ford Fiesta movement, and it was on a wall in Hollywood. Nice. What's on this? There's some markings on that. Dang. All right, let's see. Alright, let's see what else I can do. I need space for some stuff. Sound. Okay. Cable might have gotten loose. Alright, that's nothing. That's stuff I did for movies. Book design. I like that. It's a pretty good photo I took. Yeah. I don't want to show that. Oh no. And that's. Anything else good in here? Photography's hard to show on camera, I think. Could just find these pictures at some point. I think I've digitized most of them. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let's put that stuff back in. What's in this? I suspect this is more photography, but I don't remember. Yeah. Yeah, like, that was always my thing, was photography. Like, I was way better at that than I was at drawing. Like my drawing kind of peaked, and I stopped doing a lot of it. This bird series is one of the better things I ever did. But these were, you know, like, reference from pictures. So, like an antelope. Oh, you can't see that one. Sparrow. Some kind of hawk thing. 1992. Thank you. I will be selling these for 1,000 minutes of watch time each. No, I'm just kidding. If that was possible, I actually might. But I don't know how that would actually work. And then these are some photos. I went through a good black and white photo phase. Try and get the glare off of that. And then this is at the time was one of my favorite things ever. Like, I did a lot of photo manipulation, but this was before Photoshop even existed. Or if it did, I couldn't afford it. Like, nobody had digital cameras back then. Anyway, alright, let's put that away. And... I thought Amanda was going to come out. I don't think she... I don't know. Either she didn't hear that plant. I've never seen anything like that before. Thank you. Yeah, well, my friend Nick, who was actually in that last picture, if I remember right, it's hard for me to even tell anymore, had a dark room in his basement. I'm going to put these back on the shelf, so I'll be right back. I'll just... hang on, let me throw this over here, that over there, that's a tripod leg. And yeah, so I would go over to Nick's and use his like enlarger and his dark room, and I would just do all that all the time. So I had like free reign in like a photo studio whenever I wanted it. So I did quite a bit. This is a whole box of negatives and stuff. Negatives and slides and art and other crap. Alright, there we go. I remember you talk about Nick in the past. Yeah, he still exists. He just never moved to California. I always kind of thought maybe he would, and I think he always thought I might move back to Pennsylvania. And there are days where I wonder why I didn't, but it's neither here nor there. See what else I have. I don't know. It'd be cool if other people were in here doing some chatting. I feel like we're doing some good watch time things here. We'll have to see what happens in a few days when I actually get to see the statistics for it. So what was it? If he ever comes out your way, you guys should hang. Well, of course. He's still my best friend. We don't talk often, but we still do, keep up and talk when we can. His birthday's coming up in April, so I'll, we call each other like 2 or 3 times a year, and that's about it. Which is weird considering we pretty much hung out from the age of 13 to the ages of when did I move out here? Almost nonstop. I lived at his house for a little while, and like week, but yeah. But I mean, essentially, like that was my house. Was like when I was older, like in my late teens and 20s. It was like I'd go to work. And if I was going to school, I'd go to school, and then I'd end my day going over to Nick's, hanging out, and watching television and like drawing, or we'd play a board game, and then we'd walk down to Valley Forge Park. That would end up being like 1, 2 in the morning, and then I'd go home. Yeah. Like that was basically my home, and then I'd sleep at my mom's place, or when I got an apartment, my apartment. Because my apartment back then in Pennsylvania was like me and 4 other dudes. Was it 3 guys or 4? It was Dan, other Dan, Lloyd. Did Will live with us? Yeah, and Will. Although the other Dan moved out pretty quickly. So yeah, there were 4 people. And I mostly used my room as like a studio space. Like I had a mattress on the ground. I didn't even have furniture in it. It was a really small room. It was just stupid. That was a weird choice to have made. Like they were all like, "Come on, Sam, come live with us in this apartment," and then it got really lame. Like, we never really hung out. We were all friends before it, and we would hang out. And then when we became roommates, we all stopped hanging out. So, don't ever live with your friends, I think, is the takeaway from that I had. Which Tony Stocker and Michelle, Little Panda, could probably attest to as well, having been my roommates briefly. Actually, I thought Tony and I got along fine as far as roommates. Michelle and I kind of hit a wall at some point. We're great now. Sounds nearly close to the college I lived in 10 years ago. Yeah, fine. But honestly, I know I can be difficult. Although that other situation was not about me being difficult so much as those 4 guys being insane. Like, they were like, hey, we want to get cable TV, so you need to pay into that. And I was like, I actually cannot afford, nor do I want that. But they still did it. And then, I was like, well, it's here, so they were like, but you can't watch it. And I'm like, well, I understand that, but that's stupid. And then, like, they did, like, everybody has a bin in the kitchen, and you put your dirty dishes in your own bin, and you wash your own bin, and like, on paper, that's all great and logical and stuff, but come on, guys. Like, there was a point where other people just weren't keeping up that part of the bargain. And it's like, I feel like it was the guy who actually set the rule, but I don't remember anymore. It was just a weird experience. And then pretty much after that, I was like, never again with roommates. This is so dumb. Alright. I'm gonna try and I need to do just a little work. So you sort of had to do everything at the same time, at the time. Kinda. I mean, I don't know. Really, it just came down to, like, eat something, wash the dish immediately after, or don't eat there at all. But I swear people were putting dirty dishes into other people's bins, mainly mine. I don't know. Long time ago, I was freaking, that was 20 years ago. I have no memory. Will the chat thing come back up? Or no? Like, once it is crashed, it's dead. Okay. That's a shame. I would love to be able to put the chat back on the screen as we're doing this, but let's see. Nah, doesn't look like it's going to do anything. Well, just broadcaster. As good as you are, you're not great. Okay. Close that. Yeah, I really wish that plug was going to be here tomorrow and not Friday, because I definitely need to be using this computer more. Okay. Let's see if I can do this while I'm here. I also wish a few more people were in the room. Oh, okay, so what I want to do is also write a list of sort of things to do on the stream. Seems like when these things hang on. Did I put this too far off to the side? Am I missing words? It seems like when these things we all lived through pass by, the mini memories seem to fade. No, I have a terrible memory. And, like, honestly, that didn't occur to me that whole phase of my life existed until I kind of set up some other cue points in my memories to get to that. So, yes, Once you've moved on, you move on. I completely concur on that. Okay. Alright, so let's call this streaming segments. Ideas. Alright, so coffee morning. Kitten cam. Stickam archive. Trivia. Oh, good. All right. Something I just thought of. I wanted to do. What are we talking about? Guitar stuff? Okay. I think that's why I do everything I can to keep everything stored somewhere somehow. Yeah! No, I'm very similar. I don't throw away a lot of stuff, much to Amanda's chagrin. So, there is that. Alright, games. We were talking about games and podcast interviews. Interviews. Games. I already wrote trivia. Zombicide, we'll try that again sometime soon. And I don't know. We'll see. Trailer or video. I'll just put reacts live. Okay, it's a good amount of stuff to kind of keep this going. And try and schedule these things a little bit or whatever. Yeah, I kind of really wish I could stream off of the Raspberry Pi. How about the podcast that you and Art do and stream on here? Yeah, so usually we used to actually stream it, but we were using what is that called? We were using a broadcast software that ran through a browser, and while we were doing it, it was completely free, and then they switched it. But I think with just Broadcaster, Art and I can do it again, so we actually will try that. So kick-in show. And actually, if I can do that, I can do other things of that nature. I might try and do my interviews that way, like with Clintus and some other people. We'll see what I can do. Maybe I can get Jason Horton tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but Monday. But yeah, I'm going to try and do a little bit of that. Because that'd be good. Anything I can do to bring other people who have bigger channels than mine on, I think is a good idea. It's pretty much going to be my go-to is like, hey, you're bigger than me. If you're not panicking right now, can you help? So yeah, if there are other YouTubers that you're out there talking to, be like, hey, SamProof is interviewing other YouTubers on his live stream near daily. If you want to set something up, I would totally interview any of those guys that you talked about earlier. Who I'm not familiar with either of them, to my knowledge, unless they had different screen names at some point. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Okay. And I can close that. And let's do this. Really, I kind of wonder if I couldn't just, like, literally get every machine in my house and just have it like playing back my live stream. How much that would get me if that works, or if they like they just take everything from the same IP and lump it together, because I don't know how the watch time algorithm is really being calculated. Right on. Yeah. Yeah, tell them I'm doing interviews and talking a lot about this thing, and if they want to talk about YouTube and the new YouTube policies, have them send me an email or tweet me, or just use you as the go-between. Either way, I'll totally interview anyone and talk about this. But that'd be cool. Okay. I am going to run inside for a minute and see what Amanda's up to. So let me bring up the kitten cam, but I will be right back. I'm going to try and not crash this program, but can I close this? If this crashes, I'll be back immediately. I'm going to save this setup. Okay. There we go. And while I run inside, let's bring on the kitten cam. In theory, hopefully this loads. Let's do this guy. Let's get rid of the borders. And where is the thing that I can do the thing? This! Holy moly. Okay, that's no cursor capture needed. And let's... Oh, the one camera with the cats just went out. Hey, there it's back. Alright, let's crop in on this. And bring that camera up. Okay. Oh, and can I throw this in the other monitor? Is that going to mess anything up? I went green for a second. Okay, and I also will be right back. Kitties. BRB. I'm back. Let's see what's going on Facebook. Okay. Molly, you back? Let's put this over here. Up there. Molly. Oh, I need my this. Oh no, I should do it over here. It makes the wonkiest noise if you put it down on the same desk as the mic. What's going on? Shoot. This is being weird. God damn it. Restore my chat. Ah, I've done something horrible. I'm just gonna reload this page. What is this message? I'll have to see. Okay, either my computer is getting farked or I don't know. I'm going to... I think we need to put the kit cam away for a little bit. And, goddamn. Okay, go back to just me. Close the kitten cam. And we'll come back to that later. Hopefully that'll clear up enough CPU for my computer to stop skitzing out like a dumb. So yeah, Amanda did not take a shower as planned, and B, did not follow up with the part of the plan of like then checking in to see what we were gonna do. I was like, I can be done right now. We can watch some television. She was like, I'm gonna go to sleep. Shower and sleep. I guarantee when I go inside in about an hour and a half, she'll still be on that couch on her phone. Okay. Elaine. I feel like this is something I would like to say thank you for signing up and creating. Okay. We're fully aware of the high quality videos you created on YouTube. We strongly believe that your videos are going to perform well on our site. We're proud to introduce content sync function, a key feature designed to serve our premium creators like you in under 2 minutes with just a few clicks. Okay, I've already done that. I clearly don't. Okay, that Andy Olson, the Red Baron. What's his name? Okay. Got the email? Yes. I was like, hi. Yeah. Yeah, Andy, I don't know if you're watching me out there. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, just so silly. Molly, come back. You back yet? Oh, hey. Chris. Oh, he didn't even know I do weird news? I was like, yeah, what do you mean? Chris was suggesting an idea for you, maybe weird news, fake news kind of thing. Not sure how that would work. I was telling him you did weird news stuff some time ago. I actually still do. We were doing live streamed versions of my old weird news on Nerdist up until about 2-3 months ago. I was doing that as a live stream as the anchor, and I have a whole team doing it. And then Nerdist, it was like we were a segment within another show, and then they canned that show. And I just officially got like the email that said like that's just gone. It's not coming back. So I'm talking to that team about doing a podcast version of Weird News. But for the sake of what I'm doing for the next 30 days, perhaps, much like what I was doing, what I want to do with art, I can do it on here, not quite as production intense, but just focusing on the story itself. So we'll see. The thing with those is that they're also bits. They're like sketch comedy, really. So there's a lot that goes into it, like writing and we were pulling a lot of graphic assets and acting and memorizing lines and stuff like that. Whereas if we were doing it as a podcast, people could just read the story. But maybe I can still do it. I'll write it down. I'll put it on my list. Hey, maybe I can do it where I'm the only one on screen, so that way people can still read the story off the page, so they don't have to memorize anything, and I'm just doing the wraparound where it's like just a sentence or two, so I don't really have to memorize much, and then I could pretty much actually just read that also. Like, coming up next, is that a bee in your bonnet, or are you just happy to see me? More on this story. Jenny Newman, full of V's, I assume. Jenny, I'm drunk. Anyway, that'd be it. And then it would just be me, like, listening to her do the story and, like, a picture. I could put a picture up. Jenny. Yeah, maybe. That's not terrible. I don't know if I can get those guys ready in time to really pull it off to any real extent, but maybe. That would be alright. I'd be okay with that. How long have I been on camera here? Like an hour, 2 hours, something like that? I'm gonna just react to, oh, where'd it go? This post. Oh, somehow instead of clicking like, I clicked on Andy's name, and I am now on his profile. I just wanted to reply to his stupid thing. I'm going to throw this window over here. Can I make this window smaller? Oh, I can. Great. Yeah. 2 hours so far. Sweet. Yeah. Well. Alright. See how this works. Plus, I streamed earlier. I don't know if you caught it. Betty had her Christmas song performance finally happened. Like, it got canceled because of the wildfires. And then they just didn't have school after that. And so they just did it today. Alright, let me reply here. Alright, yeah. Let's bring this back. I saw it this morning while I was getting ready for work. Cool. Alright. Yeah, she did really good. I don't know if you caught the whole thing or anything like that, but they do, Betty's class in particular, because there's actually 2 classes. Betty's class did, Silent Night with, sign language. And it was kind of interesting because, like, and she's been practicing a lot. Specifically that. Like, almost every night this past 2 weeks, she'll, like, ask Amanda to sing Silent Night, and she'll do the gestures. And I was watching her, and she was, like, leading all the other kids. Like, she was even doing it before, like, the teachers are off camera doing it. And Betty was just, like, one step ahead of everyone. Like, she was, like, already on, like, I know it's going to go to this and this. And I was like, that's really kind of cool. So I was like, I wonder if, like, we shouldn't be doing more with sign language for her for some reason. I don't know. Because, like, her hand gestures were really pretty decent. Like, she's a very, clumsy is not the word I want, but, like, loose and wild about a lot of things. And that particular moment was very controlled and precise for her. So I was like, it's such a weird thing to see in her behavior. I was like, that's super cool. Because, like, she'll just, for hours, you know, if you let her, she will just, like, run in circles, yelling and flailing around. It was slightly blurry, but it was, oh no, really? Oh, I hope it wasn't too blurry. I'll have to go back and check it out. But I did also record it on my my DSLR, so hopefully that version at least is better if the iPhone was not working. Because, yeah, the connection to the live stream, I'm sure, wasn't amazing in that church. I should have put it on, like, a bigger delay or something, maybe. Let's see. How do I can't fast forward on this, can I? That just controls volume? Ah, god dang it. I have no ability to fast forward, and this is like a 20-minute thing. So I guess I'll just have to download this and look at it later. But this looks pretty good. I don't think you can see. It's just one big white blur. It's decent on here. So we'll see. Yeah, it's an older DSLR. That's how it is. Find that hard drive that has the Stickam videos on it. It wasn't in any of the immediate places that I would normally put a hard drive. So there's like one or two other places I need to check. I really thought it was still out here, because I honestly don't know why I would have moved it anywhere else. Whitish. Also, it's not in here. I checked this, didn't I? I checked this. Yeah, I did. I checked this. Oh, headphones. Curious if this is trending on Twitter at all. Alright. So yeah, along with all of this live streaming, at some point I need to find an actual job, unless somehow these two things coalesce into me maintaining not only my partnership but making enough money to get by. That'd be amazing. And no, this does not appear to be trending on Twitter at all yet. That's fine. Okay, so I'm just gonna share that. There's gotta be a hashtag for whatever this thing is, but I don't see it. Yeah. Chris was saying you can talk about strange news that no one's talking about. That's current planets and stuff. Yep. I mean, we do. That is a segment within the weird news. But yeah, I think even topical stuff is almost better when it's live like this. That is, yeah, something that I have on my list for like the coffee morning show. I'll grab a bunch of the topics. We'll like look and see what's on Twitter and in the news and all that stuff. That's who that is. Okay. But yeah, hopefully I can get a small clutch of people in here so that it's not just me talking about things. But yeah, if there are any topics out there, let me know. I am slowly losing my energy. I gotta get my guitar out here. Do a little bit of that. And maybe I'll let people do not exactly a talent show, but just take over my stream for like, 15 minutes or something like that. We could do that. Stream takeover. Let's call it that. Stream takeover. Guest for like 30 minutes. Something like that. I don't know. We'll see how that works. I am not fully confident that this software won't just bite the farm when I try and do that, but we'll see how that all works. Music, TV show, movie stuff. Yeah. One of the other things on my list is I was going to do some React videos. Like I'll download some trailers. We'll watch those live. Or we could just talk about whatever's out. Music's weird because you can't really talk about music without playing it, and you can't play it without getting a copyright infringement. So unless it's original tracks, which I'm totally going to bring my guitar out and we'll do some of that. It's not like I can just talk about, you guys, that new Foo Fighters song where it's like, bah, 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 bah. That sucks, right? No. But, yeah, TV and movie stuff we could totally talk about, except I won't be watching any TV for the next 30 days because YouTube. That's not true. I'll probably watch some. I wish The Walking Dead or Game of Thrones was on, because I would totally, just come in after that show and be like, all right, let's talk about that exact thing we just watched right now. Because I'm not watching current shows. Like, we're watching The Killing right now, which is, we're on season 3. There's at least another season, and I'm not sure how many years old that thing is, but I think it's at least 2 or 3 years old. If there are any suggestions out there of shows for me to watch, leave comments below, folks. Or if you're Molly in the chat room, let me know. But assuming anybody watches the archive and somehow has skipped this far ahead, let me know. Maybe I can invite over some of my other friends. I like the idea of sort of hosting other people's stuff. Like, all right, I'm going to introduce you and you do whatever for like 40 minutes. Can I do... Oh, that's cool. Amanda just posted some cool pictures from the performance this morning. I wonder... Oh, right, I put everything on the other computer monitor, and I was like, how do I get back to the things? Where are all the things? Let me see if I can snag, this one? No, wrong button. I don't want to full screen it. Let's do this. I wish it would let you... Oh, I can't guest on YouTube. It has to be on the Facebook one. I forgot. I was like, wait, why doesn't this have a separate video and image thing? Alright, I can't do what I was thinking of doing with art on here because that is their Facebook version only of the software. Although, I could run... Can I do that? Does the NDI work on both of these? I think I can do it, but then I'd have to run that program into this program, which might be too much to ask for. But all right, let me pull up this picture of Betty looking adorable. It would be really great if it let you crop these things before you actually pull them in, because it's like once it's on screen and then I have to crop, like that kind of sucks. Now everyone can see whatever that is. Oh God. I can't legitimately crop this without... Because there's this other window here. Ah, son of a bitch. Alright, F that. I need a different setup. Okay, let's just go back to me. You saw the picture, and whatever else. Not that there's sensitive information there, but whatever it was. Yeah, it would be nice if I could get a break and just run like a marathon stream. So what I can at least do is invite my LA friends over and do it in the real time. I might be able to do a workaround. And once I get that other computer up on Friday, I think I might be able to patch that one into this one, so I could Skype someone in that way as well. Alright, let me do a Facebook update. Marathon. What fancy Facebook background color do I want for this? There's no good digitally YouTube is a jerk background. Alright, let's go. Marathon live 24/7 for 30 days on YouTube. Who wants to join me on screen? Close enough to a thing. Those are words. I forgot about Skype. I know, me too. And yeah, I pretty much hadn't until somebody interviewed me for a podcast, and they were like, "You have Skype?" And I was like, "Oh, I guess so." It took. I don't remember if I was able to get my old login or if I had to create a new account. I forget. I'm sure I've got a million or so. Right? Yeah. That Facebook message is still trying to post. Oh, there we go. I'm going to email Horton real quick, Jason Horton, see what his reaction to this horribleness is. And Horton says, he's typing, ... roly roly. It's Facebook, it does that thing. Let's see what he says. Molly's, maybe Electro can join. Sure. I'll have to figure it out. I'm gonna, Sounds like he's good. See if I can get the Horton over here. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely do. Oh, you know what? I know what I can do. I know what I can do with stuff with people like Electro. I don't know why this didn't occur to me earlier, but I can just friggin' do a like a Discord. Discord does video chats. If you do a private group, like a private message group, you can do a video chat. And I could just screencast that. But again, I have to get the sound thing happening on that. I have to get that figured out with SoundCloud. So maybe this. Let's put this as a Discord chat. Let's figure that out, man. And then with that, I wonder if I can get Discord to work on that old Mac. I don't remember if it does. Because it would be better if I'm doing that on a different computer and then patching it over. I could even, well, I guess I could do it on this one, patch it over to that one, if that's the way it works. Because it should at least go that way. So yeah, I should be able to do something like that. I'll just have to work it out. If you want to test it through me, through Discord, alright. I don't think I want to do that today. But yeah, maybe in a day or two we'll give that a quick look at. Because like I'm pretty much down on energy right now anyway. And I think, you know, I might as well wait until I get that other computer up and running on Friday to really test it out the way I think works better. So yeah, sometime Friday we'll give that a test. Because I feel like it's going to be too CPU intensive to be running Discord and having it do video and then externally encoding video and throwing that out there. Yeah. So yeah, let's try and remember to do that Friday. With so it's actually going to be the white Mac. And I wonder if I can push video connection. Well, this would have to have good enough Wi-Fi, but I wonder if I could. Oh yeah, this program does an NDI, so how do I pull that in on the other computer via NDI? NDI? I really wish I remembered how we did that on that other show. I'll have to email Lee. Amanda posted more pictures. These probably are kitty pictures. I'm guessing this is cats. Oh no, it's really old pictures of Betty. That's weird. Jason, please. He says he's feeling so burnt from streaming on Musically. We'll see. All right. Anyway, at least it's all in progress of a whole bunch of ideas. Yeah, for sure. If anything, I may learn something over the next 30 days. What does and doesn't work, or what is a good use of my time or not. So, we'll see. Alright, close that up. And how do I'm gonna just look this up. How to use Soundflower with, yeah, sure, we'll say with OBS, but actually it's not gonna be OBS, it's gonna be this other thing. Okay. Let's take a quick look at this guide. Load this thing. I'll probably be thinking of more ideas while I'm working. Of course. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I can't. Complex would, you know, obviously be harder to pull off because this computer doesn't want to do complex. Jason says, I don't get why they are really doing this. And I said, yeah, it's kind of like it's a response to the Logan Paul thing, but he'd still totally qualify to these parameters. It's pretty insane. You know? Okay, can I open the image here? What I want to do, well, that might work better. Yeah, okay. Let's do this. And to just put, if I just open the individual image, this isn't such a horrible move. If I do that, and then, so now, I really wish it would just let you pull an image in by URL. Let's do that. Oh, I should really just use the one where I'm on the other side. Again, I'm going to try and crop this, but I know it's not going to work right because the OK button is like, well, it's the wrong shape to do that anyway. Alright, so here, these are the new pictures Amanda just posted. Little iris. Fantastic. Now we're back to this time. Super cute. Alright. And then, where are those Betty ones? Now that I figured that out, I can do these other ones better. Without, I think, exposing not necessarily personal information, but whatever. This works much better. Bubbles. When did these get taken? She's wearing that gray sweater, so it had to be within the last month or so. I don't even know where this is. And that's back to the start. Such a devious look. She looks so old there. It's crazy. Alright. Yeah. Oh yeah. Why they're laying down these changes is so bad. Yeah. It's just absolutely, I don't know, beyond reason. It is like the final nail in the coffin of, like small creators and any kind of YouTube community. Yeah, she does look like she's 7. I think she even looks a little older than that, like almost 9 or 10. In that one, at least. Like, oh yeah, oh man, it's completely bonkers. Let's see. Let me pull this window up and put it over here so I can have the chat up and do some other stuff. I'm going to try and figure out the SoundCloud thing. Oh, this went to a video? I don't want it to be a video. I just want to read. Step 1. Oh, I just got a new message from Horton. Says I can see it opening more ads inventory. Other than that, typey. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. No, I don't want to play the video. Your stupid page scrolled funny. Is this a button or not a button? Oh, it's not a button. Christ. No capture. What is this thing doing? I'm really bummed out for you because this here is your home and I don't. Yeah, it's funny because like, I mean that's how I try and explain it. The whole Stickam thing to people is like, just imagine if YouTube went away, and now it very much feels like YouTube is going away. It is the same thing that, dude. This is so much the same thing that happened with Stickam. I mean, it's not like straight out pulling the plug, going away. But, like, they really did that same time of year. Like, they did February, and this is going to, like, it's just a few weeks away from when Stickam was like, hey, 30 days, technically 28, we're going to just, all the servers are going down. It's so similar to that feeling. Holy dang, I didn't even think about it like that. But yes, Molly, you are correct. That is messed up. Pisses me off, and it's like, why? Yeah, I mean, the simple fact is YouTube does not make money, or at least is not profitable. It loses a lot of money on server space, which is exactly the same issue that Stickam had. But it's not like they're suddenly limiting people to how much server space they can put on. They're just limiting people to those extra few pennies. And it's just pennies that they're vetting by the thousands, because it's probably 100,000 small creators who make a couple of bucks a year off AdSense. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. But hey, at least YouTube will still exist. As long as it still exists, I will still be a part of it, probably. Maybe. As long as I can continue to get brand deals on the side, which I've been okay with. Like, I put myself out there almost every day trying to get a brand deal, and every once in a while it works out. And honestly, it works out better for me for the most part. But I'm trying to get those numbers back up. Yeah, well, thank you. I mean, I still want us all to be here. Alright. This is not showing me Soundflower info. This is just OBS in general. What's going on? Let me see this part. Okay. Soundflower. Install Soundflower or Wave Tap. You'll need to download the... Okay. Next, open OBS. Select desktop audio device as Soundflower Channel 2. Add new source audio output. New source capture audio output. But how are you... So go to your Mac. This is the thing. Okay. So it's Mac audio settings output to Soundflower. That makes sense. And then OBS, or technically just Broadcaster, JB, input from Soundflower 2 channel. Okay, I think I got that. I'm not gonna do it right now, but I think I got that. Okay. So if I can do that, then we can at least do the verbal discussion thing through Discord. Oh, I know what else I was going to write. I was about to say that I remember you had 2 options. Yeah, that and that. Cards Against Humanity. We should do some of that. Okay. The Air Console one was a little slow. I think we'll do the other site. I just have to find that one again. Oh, I got a little head rushiness. Amanda just liked my Facebook post, so she's clearly still on the couch and not in the shower. Yeah. If there's more things like Cards Against Humanity that are less CPU intensive and have, you know, a lot of player abilities, because that one's awesome. It has, like, you could have a bunch of people playing that at one time. That would be pretty good. Let's do a little tease in the Raz thing. Right on. I will totally do more Air Console in the future, but I think I need a machine that is just better at doing that. Once I hit my 4,000 hours, or don't, once this 30 days is over, I'm going to start working on somehow getting a desktop computer. Maybe somebody will just send me their old crappy 5-year-old desktop computer, because even that would be better than the computer I'm working on. It really would. My life would be really, really changed if I had even a somewhat decent desktop computer. that I could dedicate to streaming. Okay. Just gonna... Can I do a little thing here? Oh, will it let me take a picture even though my camera's already being used by this other thing? At least... Macish desktop, not XP. You know what? I honestly wouldn't... You're saying a Windows machine wouldn't be powerful enough? As long as it's a quad-core or better processor, it'll be fine. Obviously, I would prefer a Mac, but I'm not gonna... If somebody's like, hey, Sam, I've got this old Windows machine I don't need, I'm not gonna say no. I'm gonna take that thing. Oh, man. So I know... Wish I had a calendar. I've had Windows computers. That one Windows Vista that crashed so much. Yeah. No, I don't want... You're right. I don't want Windows Vista. I've heard terrible things about that. But again, you know, I probably wouldn't turn it down because at least I can figure out something to do with it to make this whole setup work better. It's like, even if it itself didn't become the main thing, it's better to have two slightly good computers, because really right now I just have the one, and then I have two computers that are basically 20 years old. This one's 10 years old, and the other ones are around 20 years old, and they don't run Flash anymore. Their OS stopped at just before, you know, a lot of this software works. Like, it's right before 10. So it's like I can't even try to do some of the stuff that I want to do. So, I mean, I'd honestly take a 5-year-old laptop at this point because it would be better than the laptop I'm on. And hopefully it could do something. At least it would work in tangent with this computer to make one working computer. But yeah, I just feel like I'm so limited with what I can actually do right now. Let's see what this is. So, that'd be awesome. And really huge hard drive space. Sure. Although with live streaming, I'm not really doing too much as far as that goes, because it's all pushed out right away. But just having the extra space on there in general is good. I mean, it wouldn't... If I did have that, and I had the ability to both live stream and record at the same time, that would be amazing. Because then, yeah, it would be even better. Because I could, segment things and then put up those clips and highlights. Which technically I can still do from the videos that are out, but the quality would be better from the source. Alright, so Zach James of, is it Yo Mama? Is that his big channel? Just put out a giant post about all this stuff. I'm going to take a look at this. So whoever asked me to read a book earlier, it looks like I'm gonna. This is a really big thing. Okay, YouTube is shifting its partner program requirements, and a lot of people are upset about it. That's understandable, but how does the math really add up for smaller creators? Could probably put this on screen. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You probably can't read it on screen because the text would be too pixelated anyway. Here are the new requirements. Have at least 1,000 subscribers. Dang check. 4,000 hours of annual watch time. YouTube's partner program has been around for just shy of a decade, and its requirement has clearly adjusted a few times throughout the years. For example, in its beginning, YouTube never quite explained the requirements, right? It was really a set of unwritten rules that creators slowly figured out over time. You would randomly get invited to apply for partnership. You then wrote out a few essay-style answers explaining why you were suited to be in the program. God, I totally forgot about that. And then you had to wait a few hours or a few weeks, I feel like mine was days, to receive an answer. This was the process for me, this is Zach talking, in late 2009, and I was accepted into the program in early 2010. If memory serves me right, at the time I had 1.2 thousand subscribers and only about 100,000 views. So how does this compare to the new requirements? Obviously, I would have met the subscriber requirement, but the watch time is a little trickier, so let's break down the math like this. 4,000 hours equals 240,000 minutes. Seems like a lot, but did I meet this requirement? Yeah, quite possibly. If my average watch time was above 2 minutes per video, anything lower would have meant I was just shy of that requirement at 100,000 views. Okay, it seems like today's partner program resembles the partner program I was once accepted into. So where does the frustration come from? Over the years, YouTube slowly made shifts in their partner program requirements, often making it easier for more channels to apply and get accepted. That's true. They pretty much opened the floodgates 3 or 4 years ago, and anyone could essentially monetize. Okay, he goes on and says, then at some point it felt like YouTube opened up its gates and nearly every channel to receive ads. Yes. This was a smart move at the time, as it helped many channels to enter into its program while helping YouTube to scale back and refocus its resources. This also led to a slow adverse effect as new channels popped up overnight, pirating content that Content ID wouldn't pick up on right away, and made money off the instant ads before YouTube would ban them. Sure, which is what I said, I think, way early on in this discussion. I'm not sure if I said it on camera or if I was just talking to Amanda about this, but yeah, I was like, this is either like a reaction to Logan Paul or to just like the multitude of channels that just kind of like do that. But the thing is, these channels that just steal the content and re-upload them don't have to spend hours making these videos, so it doesn't cost them anything to wait out until they get their 4,000 hours. Anyway, let me continue reading this. Banning never really helped because these individuals would make a new channel to repeat the process. As a fan of anime, I can tell you there have been so many live streams that pirated new episodes of Dragon Ball, playing premium ads with 10,000 viewers engaging with the system. Nothing YouTube did really stop them because they came back every week. Now you may say, then moderate the live streams, have more people in place to review them, and that would only solve one issue amongst a dozen other issues. Let's not forget about YouTube had ads on extremist videos and many not so kid-friendly channels that have gone viral yet. haven't gone viral yet. Okay. Man, this thing is long. Zach definitely has. He's got stuff to say. Overall, there were some odd community guideline breaking, pirated channels benefiting from YouTube opening its gates. Then you also have the issue of limited ad inventory being spread across 100,000 partner channels. Sure. Which had an ill effect of revenue of larger channels. Something had to change, and YouTube needed to make that change sooner. This is where we talk about the money, because it's the issue being brought up by the smaller creators. So, going back to the math, 240,000 minutes of watch time would probably pay you between the range of $100 and $240. For many creators, this would motivate them to create more, even if the money doesn't really seem that much, but that's the problem. YouTube is a business ran with discipline, and most large, sustainable channels also ran with discipline. Yes, we're creators motivated by money, but we get hit with changes on the platform, and it's our discipline that forces us to overcome YouTube's new challenges. It's part of running a business. This leads me to concluding my thoughts. YouTube changes in the partner program will strip away the motivation from most smaller creators, and that's okay. In reality, the little bit of money you'll miss out on shouldn't have an impact on your channel if you're focusing on the bigger goals. This is where a lot of smaller creators will need to rely on their discipline and push through these new requirements. You can start out with motivation, but you can only find success with discipline, and I understand that, and that is probably the philosophy that YouTube put out there to creating these standards. But then there are channels like me who have been with YouTube for a decade, and while I do admit I have not put out quality constant quality content for a few years now, part of that lack of motivation is by lack of support by YouTube and the community. So it's like I don't have the money coming in. I have a family and a job that I need. I don't actually have a job right now. But hey, Ryan Taylor's welcome back, buddy. You're the captain now. But yeah, so I don't have all the motivation I once had or the free time I once had, and taking this extra thing away makes me want to not do anything on YouTube. But we'll see. We'll get there when we get there. So that is what Zach James put out earlier. And then I think I saw Tazon Day, Adam, had said something. Oh, here's Michael Midnight on here. He says, I'll admit I'm taking this more emotionally than pragmatic due to the nostalgia factor. But man, well, I sort of see where this is prudent. It still stings. Yes. Okay, and Adam, Tazon Day of Chocolate Rain and other fame. I'm glad you read that. Thank you. Let me see what he says, because he's usually very insightful about that. And it looks like Andy Stack, who used to be a major player on the YouTube staff side, replied to him. Adam says, Google opened up the partner program, Zach, at a time they were heavily pushing Google Plus to compete with Facebook and Google Wallet to compete with PayPal. They believed that connecting millions of bank accounts to YouTube monetization could help bolster these and other businesses' goals. Now Google has YouTube Red, YouTube TV, and other reasons to collect payment info from millions of people. So there's no reason to keep the partner program as big. As a legit, they've definitely pivoted into what their their goals are. Andy, who I don't remember what his official title was, but yeah, he was a big guy. Andy Stack replied to Adam, who had replied to Zach, saying, "Not quite. The decision to expand the partner program wasn't influenced by Google Plus. It was a YouTube-centric goal to democratize earning and to scale the current manual process. I remember pulling teeth to convince the AdSense team to suddenly allow millions of new accounts." But I think Adam does have a point, whether or not that was a conscious move on, like, you know, the YouTube side of things. That is just how the zeitgeist was moving at that time, and now it's moving toward these other services. So yeah, they have clearly been moving toward long format and high produced stuff for years, but especially in the last 2 years. And that's why YouTube Red and YouTube TV even came into existence, because they were moving in those directions. And they were not getting it from the partners like that they wanted. Although YouTube Red is a failure. It is a terrible, terrible failure. And I won't be surprised if that goes away in the next 3 years. Let's see if there's any other major players on here worth reading or mentioning. Let's see. Okay, Andy also replied directly to Zach and said, there is or was a $100 threshold. Blah. There is or was a $100 threshold you had to hit before AdSense would cut you your first check. So these changes seem not that different. They're just pushing the gate upstream, which avoids creating millions of unused AdSense accounts and encourages channels to grow first without ads. To which Chase Butler replies, it's still there as far as he knows. Alright. I don't know. I got that first check forever ago. And apparently, I will be getting my last check. I wonder what the payout is. I don't know. So the question here is, what then happens with all the networks, all the MCNs, that will then be making absolutely no money off of pretty much 99% of their talent. Does Maker still exist? Things like Maker and Fullscreen and all of those Machinima, all of those networks, who when the floodgates opened up, they opened up as well, and between those three companies, scooped up like 100,000 YouTubers. Like, what will happen? I am with Fullscreen. But when everyone loses their partner program status, and even Fullscreen and Machinima are not making the 10% of the 10 cents from those 100,000 YouTubers, what exactly is going to happen to those MCNs? Is that going to give them? Are they going to just? I foresee major layoffs. Fullscreen already had some layoffs recently, and I think it's going to get worse for them. I don't think they're going to suddenly see the light of, like, wait, now that all these micro influencers don't have an ad stream, we should find a new way to get them mini deals. Like, they're not going to do it. It's not worth it for them to do it, even though it really is, because they'll replace all that revenue that they're losing this way. So, while Fullscreen the other day, when this first broke, made it sound like they're not gonna vet their community. We'll see if they've posted anything on their site right now. They do have, like, a lot of cool like apps and stuff, integrations that you can use and things like that. Oh man, I just realized. Oh, if for some reason this does mess things up with full screen, I use this cloud-based editing software through their deal. And if I no longer have that, that's going to piss me off. Molly said, I think that's why I slowed down to nearly nothing as far as making any videos, vlogs, or anything else, because of slightly less freedom, getting slimmer. Sure. The older we get, the less real time we have. Like, man, if YouTube had existed when I was 16, I would have, I really believe that I would have been huge. But I will be uploading something sometime. Yeah. Ryan, you still with us? We already talked about Ryan and his YouTube habits earlier. Okay, so this is the official statement. It looks like from full screen. It's a very short statement. Yesterday at 6:30 p.m. regarding the new YouTube monetization post. These are bullet points, so I'm sure they have a longer post coming out at some point or blog. We were made aware of the changes the same time you were. From our understanding, all creators, new and existing, who don't meet the requirements will lose monetization. Affected creators will likely be able to remain in the network, but no further revenue will be generated. We have reached out to YouTube for clarification. We'll update when we know more. So full screen, fingers crossed, sounds like they will not be, kicking anyone out of their network. Because their network is a little more than just a management agency. They do have a lot of tools that they're working on and stuff like that. But obviously, they are still an MCN, and they may change that opinion the minute they see, like, oh wait, all those pennies and micro YouTubers actually do add up to X amount of whatever. Which reminds me, shoot, I was going to write a blog post for Full Screen this week about this specific software and streaming on Facebook in general. Boy. I might need to write Howard and see what we can do about that. Anyway. Alright. Probably going to wrap things up in 20 minutes. But, and then I'll just throw up the, I guess the kitten cam or something like that for the rest of the night. We'll just do a full screen takeover on that. I was going to mention Howard. Yeah, he's still over there. He made it through the last series of cuts. Yeah, he's still there. You know what I want to do while I am here is, speaking of brand deals and stuff, I should actually look into if there are any of those available that I feel I might be able to do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I talked to Howard. It must have been a week. I really should get on that blog. Send him something. Whenever I posted that video about Just Broadcaster, that was like a day or two after that, I approached him about doing a blog post about Facebook Live for full screen. No, that's not my... What's my email? Oh, how do I shout web? Hopefully it doesn't cross any argument between him and Michelle. As far as... what? They're all good. I haven't seen those guys in a little while. Ever since they moved out to like 2 hours away from Los Angeles land. Okay. Okay. Quick work break. None of this stuff is any good. What the hell is that thing? Well, with the changes and whatnot, that has to be a severe grr moment. Sure, yeah. Coolest gadgets. Okay. This is crazy stuff. Kind of like work sometimes, but yeah. Oh, are these? Okay. Smart devices. Let's see what's in here. I don't like when a company just puts out their entire company as like we want a brand influencer and we have like a million products. It's like really hard for me to then look at it and be like, okay, let me pitch you this thing. I have to like, it's so much easier when somebody just puts out, yeah, we have a leg brace. Want to pitch us about this leg brace? I'm like, yep, I do. I really don't, not a leg brace, but it's just so much easier when it's a single item campaign and not just like, we have a million things. Because now it's like, I'm too tired. I have to think about it. Like, I could theoretically do a bunch of these things. So what's the pitch I want to do? Ooh, deep fryer. I just asked Chris if the gaming channels he's watched, if their channels are affected. Oh, I bet a good amount of them are. Depends how big those channels are, but dog food man. No. Japan. Does he know? Oh. All right. Go back to the top of this, and let's go to the next one. This one. So at the very least, okay, so like Cinemassacre, John Tron, and Metal Jesus Rocks, gotcha. At the very least, I'm hoping that at the end of 30 days, if I haven't, achieved the, the one goal of hitting that time, at least I will have inflated my analytics to a point where I can then just go to different brands and be like, look, I was able to get 3,000 hours of watch time in 30 days or whatever BS. Because really, if I could just pull in, a brand deal a day, which is really asking a lot, or if I could get a consistent sponsor, then that would be fine. All I want to do is just be able to do stuff like this for 8 hours a day and call that my job. Like, that would be great. So if any brands are out there watching, act now before my rates go up, because all I want is $150 a day. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. Alright, Marketplace, and no, that one doesn't have anything new. Yeah, it would be. I mean, I don't know. I don't know that I can promise them a good enough return on investment, but I think I could make some good content if I had that motivation, like I was saying previously. So it is what it is. Kind of sucks that they did this now, that like we just launched that GoFundMe for the kitten thing, and now I'm like refocusing all my energy into this like silliness. And I admit that it is very silly, but in 2 or 3 days, whenever I see the analytics from this live stream, I'll know whether or not it's even worth trying. Because it basically comes to it really won't be today, but tomorrow. If I'm able to achieve 6,000 minutes tomorrow, then it is a possibility. God, it would be so crappy if I actually get close, but not close enough. Like, that'll be so annoying. I will, like, really throw a fit. Like, even if it, like, I don't know. I'll have to see when it gets to that last couple of days, and if it looks like it's not going to happen, I'm going to be, like, yelling at someone like, I'm so close, you can't let this happen. At least it hasn't crashed anymore. Yeah, I think it's because that was literally prime time and then everyone went to bed. Is Content Boulevard dead? Let's take a look. The last time I went there, I got like a Google warning, or like a 404 error actually. I think their database is down. Yeah, that site's gone. Those guys moved on. I literally had a meeting with the guys that run this influencer site called Content Boulevard. And I was like, hey, listen, there's a lot of spam things on your site now. And the guy was like, yeah, we don't really vet those anymore because we're kind of building, like, a marijuana website. And I was like, oh, okay. Whatever. Alrighty. And then this last one. Is there anything new here? Right? I forget what their business model was, but it was clearly something they were more excited about. Oh, God. Oy. MP3 player, mouse, keyboard. cool. Whoa, Lego! What? Oh, crazy spice pantry. These are all... Hey, it's literally the... Oh, it's so weird. It's a different company? That's got to be the same person. The, like the security system that I'm using is on one of these brand deal sites, which is how I got them in the first place, but I think this has to be the same people. They've just got a different account now. It's super random. I wonder if I switch to a different, like a different one of my channels. Hey, what's going on, dude? How have you been, man? I keep seeing you on like on Facebook and stuff. I keep up ancillarily. Ancillarily? What do they want? A video picture showing you opening the product and offering opinions on features. I wonder... Oh, actually, since they want that, the last time I did it, they just sent me the entire system for free, and all they wanted was an Amazon review, and I was like, yeah, fuck that, yes, do that. Damn it, I keep cursing. I've been alright, been busy. You've been busy. Yes. Yes, I have. And I'm going to be even busier, because for the next 30 days, I will be live streaming. Not that I will always be in front of the camera, but my computer and my YouTube channel will be live in an attempt to make this outrageous 4,000 hours of watch time that they're requiring now. So we'll see how that goes. But yes, between jobs and kids and life and stuff and maintaining like 4 different tumblers and 3 or 4 different other things. Yes, it's been a busy year, or 6. What are you up to these days? I'm gonna leave that out. I gotta think about this one. I'm perusing some of the brand deal sites to see if I can't make a sustainable thing. Oh, do you have the kitten cam on the on a different channel, on a different window? I don't even see them. You know, I could wish I had my phone out here, but I have it inside charging and watching my stream. I don't know if that works, but we're gonna everything counts. Alright, let's bring up Facebook really quick. Cool. Is Amanda in there feeding them? It's about time for that. Actually, I'm going to bring up... See if I can bring that up in another window. I want to see what the analytics on that channel are these days. Because it's pretty much been live streaming 24/7 for 3 days or more. I can't remember when I started doing that. When did we get those kittens? Oh yeah, I did say about 17 minutes ago that I would probably be done in 20 minutes. So, and my voice is starting to go away. So I'll probably just put the the other angles of the kitten cam up on my own channel here in a little bit. I just want to take a look at a few things. But yeah, help me out. Leave a tab open in your browser. This will undoubtedly crash before morning, and then I will reset it. But we'll see. We'll see what works. Tomorrow, let's see. I have to take. I have to take Iris to class. And I think class is 9:30 to 10, so I'll be home by 10, 10:15, 10:30. Not sure I've seen them walking up and down. Are they just in the crate? They're not. Alright. I know you have like it's the bad thing. The bad camera. Alright. To sign in. Let's see. We'll see what Cute Avalanche is doing. Alright. Signing in. Then signing off. But we'll see. We'll see what's happening. Alright, there's the kittens. Alright, first let's take a little look-see. What's going on there? Jumping on top of the crate? So, like, they're outside of the crate? Do you think Amanda's in there? Let's see. There's no sound, I know, because Amanda told me to mute all the sound because she didn't want any, because that's also our bedroom, so. Mostly didn't want farts going out over the internet, I'm pretty sure. She says she didn't want people hearing us yelling at the kids, but I'm pretty sure it was about farts. Alright. It's hard to tell when you can only see like 1/4 of the crate. I don't know if she's in there. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to do is, yeah, I wish we had a slightly bigger house with a dedicated room for them, because then I could do, you know, sound. But it is what it is. I'm just building it up every time. Well, that got a good amount of views. I mean, it's not a ton, but... Oh. And the watch time on this is going good. So yeah, Cute Avalanche gets about 1,000 minutes of watch time a day right now. And about 60 average views. So that's nice. People be watching some cats. It's not enough though. That'll only be, I mean, not that that one's even close to being partnered. It has 42 subscribers. It needs, you know, needs a lot more subscribers, but at least that's, you know, a good starting point. Yeah, that channel's already not monetized. Like, they already took that partnership away from it a while ago. I don't even know why. Oh, because of the subscriber count. They put that into play, and we didn't hit it. So, 5 hours a day, 7 hours in a day, 17 hours in a day. That was a good day. Like, second day we were live, pulled 17, but I pretty much promoted it a lot. So the minimum that it's making is 5 hours a day, which is, yeah, like 1/4 of what you really need to hit. What is my math on the no, it's half of what you need to hit in a day. If it has another 17 out, if it kept up with like the 17s, then that would actually be sweet. Interesting. Alright. Yeah. But no, that's cute Avalanche. It doesn't matter what that one's doing. I was just curious as a barometer for what I can expect. I think I can... I don't know. Well, I mean, I'll just have to see and compare. But it's like, I feel like because of my own subscriber base and because of, you know, people like you and Ryan and John and, you know, just the regulars that I've had throughout my social, you know, career